Hello. In this video today, I'm going to be pretty much talking about a subject which I've been feeling quite passionate about there for a good bit of time now. Talking about excellence, striving for excellence, what I have listened to in recent times, and then also I want to be talking about the types of people who used to be a big within a big part of my own life, but seeing how these guys aren't also striving for excellence in themselves, and I'll get onto that. But first off, I want to talk about just striving for excellence, being the best that you possibly can. And I'm not talking about absolutely just forcing yourself to do shit to the point of burnout. I'm talking about just like making these little steps, these little movements in your own life. And what I'm saying, it does not matter what you are currently doing, as long as you show a decent form of passion, drive, and just the attitude of just getting up and being out there and being ready to go and trying your best there to excel, to become excellent in whatever it is that you do. And what I mean by it could be anything, I mean no matter what job, no matter what occupation. You could be out there flipping burgers at McDonald's, you could be a librarian, you could be a firefighter, a police officer, an athlete, darts player, fucking content creator of your own, content creator, or like someone who does like YouTube videos and things like that, yourself. And you just need to just sometimes you just have to be your own motivator, when things aren't looking like you want to do them, or you don't feel like you're excelling, or you see a lot of people that'll just be moping along in life and just being like, yeah, this is happening, I'll just take it as it comes, it's da, 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 da. And then they don't really fucking, they don't have a sense of just like flicking a switch and waking up and realizing that it's not, things aren't gonna be like this forever for you. It leads me on to the next thing that I wanted to talk about, which was a conversation that I had with a really good friend of mine quite recently, and I was explaining to them that if there's no drive, no motivation, no passion for the things that for like the hands that you're being dealt currently in life, and you're not taking any sort of control of those hands that are being dealt, there's no sort of input. You're just allowing these things to happen, and there's no, as I say, they're kind of just moping. I feel like they're just moping through life, and I'm aware that they have some big things coming up there within the next couple of years, and I want to wish them the best. Honestly, I just feel like everything that gets put in front of them, they just be like, yeah, sounds, we'll go with that. That's all right. Not really a major input of like, clear yeses or nos. Like I feel like they've been in the past. They've definitely been put in awful situations where I know that they've snapped. They've snapped and retaliated through aggression without thinking straight. And I think that is a result of having these hands be dealt to them in life where they just go along with it, even if it makes them uncomfortable, even if they're not a fan of whatever it is that they're being introduced to or being asked or requests, things like that. And it makes me think, when I found that out about them, these huge events that are coming up in their own life, massive life changing decisions and moves, real big signs of progression, would they have wanted to secretly say no? Would they have instead wanted to object to these hands that they were being dealt with now? I reflect on when they were saying that to me. I reflect and I look back and I think to myself, wow, there is just no sense of self control in this particular individual. I truly respect and appreciate the time, and all like the memories and all the times that I've spent there with this individual, in particular. But I just feel like that they just don't have this sense of self control now. I feel as if they don't have that self control anymore, or they haven't had it for well over a decade. I want to say it's sad to see. It's sad to see, like, because I know this person. this, I feel like their self-worth is down the fucking shitter as well. That has crashed through the floorboards as well. But I know that they have the potential to be so much more than that. I know that they have that potential to be like that, and they're just choosing not to. They just instead just like allow themselves to like rot away until something happens to a point to where it gets to a boiling point, and it'll fucking snap. It will snap, and I don't ever want to see the day when that's gonna happen. I wish I couldn't, but I just feel like this person needs to like wake the fuck up and truly just realize the fact that you've just got to get back in your own saddle, start making decisions there for yourself, start breaking these barriers, start making these moves, these senses of progression that are going to lead you to a better frame of mind, better peace of mind. If there's one bit of advice that I could give anyone who's out there watching this video, is that if there's anything in your life currently that is messing up with your peace of mind, get rid. Get rid. Do it slowly, do it abruptly, but make that change if it is messing with your with the our mental health, if it is messing with the psyche that much. If there is anything out there that is breaking up your peace of mind, whether it be a shit job, shit people around you, shit friends, even later in life it could even be family members, you know, people who like bullies, people like that. And I get them gone, because I guarantee you, and I'm speaking from this from experience as well. The sadness of losing things like this only affect you for maybe the rest of that day, only the rest of that day, because you now know that what that thing that was cutting into you has now been removed completely. You can now start focusing on what truly matters to yourself, your own well-being, and your own mental health. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. But I do also want to answer the question as to why I'm making a video like this in the first place. Why am I actually doing this? Something else that I want to talk about as well. So there was a few videos that started popping up in the little sidebar recommendations there whilst I was watching stuff on YouTube. Mainly, particularly, Call of Duty Zombies. That's what I was watching at the time, and I get this video from a creator, from just a channel that had about 6 views on it, or like I think it was like 60 views. The channel had like 4 subscribers, and it was the only video that was on their channel, and it pops up to me in my recommended feed. Well, I wonder how the algorithms are getting like these types of videos, but like into my recommendation feed. It was quite mad how I managed to find it in the first place. I didn't go searching for it; it just found me. That's it. It just found me, and it was a video titled "Get Out of Your Head" by someone by the name of Kevin_vid, and they had a lot to say about a lot of things. Just mainly, it starts out with them talking about YouTube. It starts, and then it's like the olden days of YouTube, and it starts progressing into like passions and things that think like it probably aims towards the type of person who's stopping themselves from being who they would like to be, from doing the things that they would like to do. That's why the video was titled "Get Out of Your Head." I'll be sure to leave it down in the description as well. Really good watch. Really, really good watch. I recommend it. So after that, I was watching a couple more videos, and it's just these people just talking about, just talking, and it feels very authentic, like very a little bit of nostalgia. I'm not gonna lie, back to the old, like the older kind of commentary, YouTube commentary or gaming commentary channels back in the day, such as like T Martin, Ali A, Woody's Gamer Tag, White Boy 7th Street, Syndicate, people of that nature. The old phase videos there back in the day, stuff like that. Those gaming commentary where they be like saying, telling stories, life experiences, all that sort of business. And if I remember any other videos that I've seen recently from this kind of genre, that's kind of starting to pick up a little bit of pace now, coming to the end of 2025. Well, I think it's been around for a little bit more since then, or before then, should I say. But if I remember any, I will link them down in the description alongside that as well. I think that's all I pretty much got to say about this. I will edit the footage down to a sound reasonable length, and just make sure I clean up any of it. I hope you've enjoyed the the giant gameplay in the background. It was the COD game that I wasn't the first COD zombies game that came to mind. I've been playing a little bit of World at War, a little bit of Black Ops One. I've completely forgotten Steam. I'd gotten the DLCs for that. Probably got ripped off in the process. Like, but hey, I know the DLCs and Black Ops Two for PC is on sale at the moment. That sale don't run out till January 5th though, so we've still got a little bit of time on that one. But yeah, I think that's it from me there today. I want to edit this footage down and just see where we're at. So this has been Near Distance. Appreciate you tuning in, listening in, and as always, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I will see you when I see you. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your mornings, evenings, or nights, and yeah, see you later. Bye bye.